And now we're officially recording, so thank you. This workshop is starting off in a leadership position. Maybe maybe you're not in a leadership position yet, or maybe you're thinking about joining district committees. I'm not a chair, but like as a person who's been on district committee, I think it's a really amazing leadership opportunity. So yeah, that's what this is. We're mainly gonna be there's so many different aspects of leadership in CKI, but we will be just focusing on leadership like positions, like being on a committee or being a chair or an officer. So yeah, so let me start. Okay, wait, let me see. There we go. So who am I? I am your host. I am Victoria Chow. I am from Sacramento State CKI, and my CKI age is like 2 years. This upcoming year will be my third year. And in terms of leadership history, um, I have been on a club committee. Last year I was the fundraising chair and on the district finance and fundraising committee. So I helped out other fundraising chairs and treasurers. And now this year I am my club's treasurer. So a lot of money stuff. But this workshop will be more generalized, so you don't need to worry about talking about money and stuff. So yeah, I felt like in terms of this workshop, it would just been better for me to start off like what it would mean to start as a leader rather than talk about leadership as a whole. So that's what you can be expecting. So next, I'll be starting with an activity. So if you guys have like your phones or you're on your computer, you're going to need that. So yeah, activity. So we're gonna be making an interactive word cloud. So you just need to think of words or phrases come to mind that you think of leadership. Like it could be anything. It could be totally random too. Like if you think cheese, but you think of leadership, that's fine too, honestly. So you either use pollev.com /Victoria Chow 704, or you can text Victoria Chow 704 to 22333 and then text the words you want to text. Both work. So I'll be moving on out. Don't worry about I will move on to the next slide, but don't worry because the way to access it will also be on the next slide. So it'd be right here. So words and phrases that come to mind when you think of it. So if anyone want to try putting a word, hopefully this works because I tested this morning and it worked. But yeah, just take a moment to think, and yeah, we're chill. So anything. The QR code? Oh, wait. Oh, let me try the actually I don't know why it's not on there. Hold on. Let me send you the thing. Poll https / pollev.com / Victoria Chow 704, or you can text Victoria Chow 704 to text 22333 with Victoria Chow 704. Those are both the ones. Thank you, Vanessa. And then, yeah. Let me think. What is a word that comes to mind when I think of leadership? Gonna text 22333. And this should be working fully. Let me actually test it again. Victoria Chow 704. Let's see. Did that work? Let me see. Does it work? Hold on. Pause share. Let me pause share. Oops. Huh. Okay. Technical difficulties. Oh, no wonder. Hold on. No wonder. I figured it out. Let me new share. Oh. Let me go to this one. Let's see. Did it work? Here. We'll do this another way. I thought it worked, but poll everywhere. Okay, cool. Let me go here. And then new share. We'll go to here. Share. We'll share my screen actually. That way, actually, yeah. And then present. Wow. Full screen. Okay, I was wondering why it didn't work. But wow. There's a lot of good words. So pause. Oh, it's still pause? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Do you guys see it now? Sorry, I thought I tested it and it worked when I tested it, but it's okay. Now we can see our little word cloud. So we got communication, very strong. We got a lot of people saying communication, a lot of people saying strong and open. And some people said empathy, humility, direction, hard. Actually, no, you know, that makes sense. Yeah, hard. Leadership can be really hard. Resilience, social, confident, dedication, result, speaking, leading, skills, suggestions, responsibility, teamwork, inclusion, work, accountability, interactions, understanding. But a lot of people are actually saying strong and open. Huh, that's really good. That's really cool. Oh, and our pool is full, so we cannot accept any more. That's sad. But maybe if you can't fix, okay, oh. Oops. So yeah, thank you for all your answers. So let me just pause screen share again, and then we can head over to back to the slide. Wait. Okay, so thank you for all your words. So I thought a lot about what leadership meant to me, and a lot of your words really connect with me. It's hard was definitely one I thought of when I first started leadership. Open and strong. Open is a good word too. Strong. I think when I first entered CKI, one of the things I thought of a lot of my board officers, a lot of the board officers during my first year, and as well as my own mentor, I always thought them very strong, like a mountain. Like they're like there's like nothing could go wrong for them. Like they can do anything kind of deal, and I think it is a mindset that I see a lot of people I know also have of leaders. So it's good to know that we have that same ability. So so I thought about asking Catherine Tihong She is the past district governor, what leadership meant to her, just because I was thinking, leadership, there's so many different definitions and different qualities that you might find. And what she said is leadership is more than the art of leading people, but also the overarching shared purpose of inspiring others to make a meaningful impact in the world. It's about enhancing people's lives through your commitment and ensuring that progress persists in the absence of your presence. So thinking about it, leadership isn't like, yeah, you are strong, you're open, you're social maybe. I personally, no one believes me, but I am an introvert. I do like socializing, but I kind of like being on my own a little more, if we're being honest. So, but leadership is much more than just like being in a position, doing responsibilities, doing work. It's about like changing how people see the world, just how people see you, how like motivating people to actually take action. Because when you like, I never really thought about it, but my own mentor is the same way. And I don't know about you guys, but if you want to text in the chat how people have impacted you, that'd be really cool, and then I can read them throughout the workshop. So just keeping this definition in mind, we can move forward with our workshop. So yeah. So what is this? There we go. So just as a broad overview, like I said earlier, CKI leadership opportunities just a lot. You could chair an event, which is a simple but easy way if there's no really commitment. The only commitment is like maybe that one day, and you kind of get a sneak peek of what thank you, what sneak peek of what like maybe board officers do or committee members do. Or you could host a workshop, like me. Like hosting a workshop is a very like brave endeavor, honestly. At the club level, you're mainly sharing your passion and interest. Like I think for my first workshop, I shared about anime because if anyone knows me, I love anime like so much. So you could host a workshop about your passion or interest. I think it's best you can do other stuff, but your passion or interest, it really shows when you host a workshop how much you care about that stuff. So it's always really fun to see people host workshops. Or you can join a committee, join a district committee, maybe join a committee on the division leadership team, or just joining a committee for your club level. You get the guidance of the chair of the committee to help lead you. You also are able to pitch in your own ideas, and maybe you're like suggest, hey, I want to do this kind of thing. But you won't be on your own. You're never on your own when you're in CKI for leadership, but you have like more stricter guidelines to follow to help guide you in whatever committee you join. Or you could be a board officer. You could be an appointed board officer, or maybe next year you're running for executive board. Either way, all these involve one thing, involve you taking a step to actually grasp that opportunity. Chair an event, host a workshop, join a committee, become a board officer. It requires you to take the first step. Other people will suggest, hey, you should do this. This would be really cool for you. And they're not lying. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 100% sure they're not lying. I'm pretty sure they 100% believe that you could do it. But it does involve you. It does involve you to take that step, because a lot of people look for the passion and drive to do these opportunities when either electing or letting people into their committees. Well, maybe except for chairing an event and hosting a workshop. I know all the board officers of my club, they all want everyone to join in. So yeah, well, that is leadership opportunities in CKI. But this workshop is about being a CKI leader. So let's move on to that. Let's move on to my little tips and advice. Hopefully, I think the first one that really matters, like I mentioned earlier, your mindset really matters. When you come into a position, you don't really want to look at it as a job. I'm pretty sure, if you guys are in leadership opportunities, I'm pretty sure you applied for a reason. Maybe your leadership involved an interview, or maybe you ran for an executive board position. But it does but it really matters because that's how other people see you. So if you really care a lot about what you're doing, it absolutely shows. Maybe you don't think it shows, but it absolutely shows. So do you believe in yourself to do great? What kind of expectations do you have of yourself in this leadership opportunity? And I think one of the most important is, do you know your own weaknesses and limitations? Everyone has great potential to do amazing things, but we are only human. We make mistakes, we have our own weaknesses. We're not perfect, and that's okay. It's just making sure you take care of yourself, because to be a leader, to inspire others, you must also take care of yourself. Healthy mind equals healthy body and healthy workflow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can. Here, hold on. Let me control. I can. Wait. Stop. Yeah. Wait. So did everyone hear me, or was the music too loud? Okay? We still heard you. Okay. So I'll just keep the music off, but it's fine. Oh, thank you. Cool. And hello to the person we're joining in. We're talking about stuff involving leadership. So you can just follow along, and yeah. Let me stuff. Yeah, that's what I do. Honestly, a lot. When I can't really choose the word that is right, I usually just say stuff. It usually gets the message across. But and we're not expected to be professionals or anything. So I think it's totally fine for you to say stuff. Maybe in your academic writing for essays and stuff, don't say stuff. But for here, I'm sorry, okay. So the next thing we're gonna be focusing on is knowing when to ask for help. Like when you come into leadership, like that word strong definitely resonates. But do you know what you're doing automatically when you come into leadership? Not necessarily. Maybe you know ahead of time what kind of things to expect, but we never really know until we actually try. So it does matter. So and as a leader, you're also going to be generally working with other people. So teamwork makes the dream work. Maybe for whatever you're doing. If you're like a board officer, do you have a committee to delegate tasks to work with? Maybe you're on the other side, and that's something that they are offering you. Are they offering you tasks to work with? Are you joining a committee where you're actually doing something? Is this a project you can do with another board officer, committee member? Is this something you can necessarily do on your own, or do you need a little help? It's okay to need a little help. Everyone needs a little help. I need a little help sometimes with my stuff, and I have friends who help me and fellow board officers, and they're also really great for bouncing off ideas and brainstorming. So it's important just not to keep it in yourself. Don't bottle it up. It's okay to ask for help, and whoever is working with you, I'm pretty sure they would love to help you if you asked for it. Next, one of the things I think I noticed this year, this I'm still learning, but another thing that's really good, really helpful that I wish I had last year, that's is a personal timeline. What kind of things do you want to do, accomplish this year? Maybe this is not just CKI. Maybe this is you're taking leadership of your own time. So kind of like you need to make sure you have the type of things you want to do. We say, hey, we want to do this or we want to do that, but then next thing you know, time moves by so fast and we never get the chance to actually do it. So it doesn't need to be exact. It doesn't mean you don't need to directly be like, I'm gonna do this at this time on this day in this month, but just goals. Yeah, goals of what you actually want to do. So I have an example of what it might look like. This one is not my actual timeline. It's just an example I made for the workshop to match the theme because I wanted it in purple. So I have it each month. Things I want to do. Make sure I know what kind of things I'm expecting to go into that month, because we have work, we have school, and also CKI leadership. That's a lot of stuff to be thinking about, like for the whole for every month. So just little things like, for example, each month I want to educate about one charity, or I want to attend Crazy Con for infants during October, or doing a workshop during certain months. You don't need to do it plan it all in advance like I did right here. This is just for an example, but taking a little bit of time, just being like, what kind of things I want to do. That way you have the time to actually do it. You're not rushing. You're making sure it turns out well, and making sure it actually happens, because you only get 1 year. Obviously we do leadership opportunities every year, but the 1 year that we're in it, we get that 1 year, and you want to make it fun. You want to look back and be like, man, I really enjoyed my year. So just taking a little time to set goals of what you want to do is really good. Maybe month is too big for you. You can also do weekly, but yeah, this is just an example of what a personal calendar might look like. Next, I just have food for thought. I couldn't really label this, but what kind of stuff are you looking forward to in the position? Because this is not like we're not getting paid to do leadership. We're doing it technically for free. It's like it's a service to our club. It's also a service to ourselves because we learn the qualities. So what kind of stuff do you want to do with the position you got? And I think one thing I hear a lot, especially one I heard from my mentor, is the position shapes you as a leader. Like maybe you're for other people who are really experienced, they shape the position, so you see them affect the position and do new things. But when you're starting out in a position, like the position really shapes you. Like I'm pretty sure my whole year, my whole leadership, how I view the world would have been different if I was not fundraising chair, if I was not on a fundraising committee, if I was not on finance and fundraising district committee. I'm pretty sure I'd be a really different person. So position really shapes you. Does that mean you need to worry about like, hey, but how would other positions shape me? It's just kind of understanding that you learn different things from other people, and that's what makes your leadership um, experience worth it, because it's unique to you. Also, just understanding that they are learning experiences, learning on the job versus having all the answers. If you have all the answers, like what are you doing the position for? Are you doing it because you feel like you want more opportunities to do the thing you already know? Or are you doing it because you wanna better yourself? You wanna be more vocal, be more open, or maybe you kind of just want to learn how to host an event, or how to deal with Excel sheets or manage your time. There a lot of these things affect you. And like Vanessa says, the person doesn't make the position makes the person. You grow and adapt, which I totally agree. I think it's very good sound advice. And then also another thing you might encounter during if you are in leadership, or maybe you're thinking about doing leadership, is the idea of like, are you doing enough versus not doing enough? Because one thing you might think of is like, I don't feel like I'm doing enough with my position. I don't feel like I'm making any impact. But one of the things I've been learning is like, there are so many ways that you can impact a person, like through the very small things. And doing there's no such thing as maybe like doing enough. Maybe you see a person, they really aren't doing anything. But if you're trying, at least you're trying. I think the attempt is what makes it really important. And as long as you're enjoying it, and you feel like you've enjoyed your year, then that's what matters. Everyone grows at their own pace, like a little cheaper picture. Speed doesn't matter as long as you're making progress. If you're making progress, then isn't that enough? So this is just food for thought. I don't necessarily have all the answers, but hopefully my rambling has given you some thought about what you might expect to see during the coming year. And if you are interested, maybe you'll feel like, wow, this is an amazing learning opportunity. You're gonna learn. You're gonna face so many new obstacles. So yeah, that's food for thought. And I think the next one is real talk. Real talk. If you guys have any questions, I know I'm talking pretty fast, so hopefully you're understanding me. Or maybe you have any comments of your own. This is just a little stuff. And honestly, I kind of want to included this Chi-Bird picture that thought it was very helpful towards the workshop. Helping one person might not change the whole world, but it could change the world for one person. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to put it in the chat, raise your hand. Maybe not speak out loud, just so I am ready for your question. So yeah, helping one person. I think it really aligns with what Catherine says, because we all take these little tiny step moments, and maybe you're not in a leadership opportunity. Maybe you're a little shy. I know I was shy to do it. I was actually shy to do this workshop, if we're being honest. It's why I call it real talk. But I think it doesn't hurt to try to apply. Like, at least when the time comes and you decide maybe you don't want to do what you're doing, you have the choice to actually stop. Because it better to have a choice to not do it rather than not do it at all and wish you actually had a choice, an option to actually try it. Because the thing is, when you encounter anything in life, and not just CKI, you don't really know what's going on, and it's scary. I totally get it. It's totally scary. And a lot of people, and then personally, I will not say it normally. Because at the end of the day, while it is scary, I do enjoy a lot of the leadership opportunities. Leadership is actually one of my favorite tenets. But it is something that helps you grow, and it makes you more open, makes you more stronger. Like, you can learn to really love it. Maybe not, but at least now you know, instead of thinking what ifs. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say for this slide. But if anyone has any comments or questions, feel free to put it in the chat, because when it comes to starting out a leadership position, like I said earlier, I can't really tell you what to do. I can give you advice, and I can give you food for thought. A lot of your growth will be different from mine. Your growth will be different from everyone will have their own different growth, their own speed of growth, but it is growth, and it does make you a better person in the end, which is my personal opinion. So, yeah. But if anyone has a questions, please don't feel limited to this slide. So, how much time do we have left, Vanessa? Or, because I know I ramble a lot, so.
You keep going.
Okay, cool. But I think actually I'm just gonna end it here. I could ramble some more if you want, but if you guys have any questions, I can answer them. Oh, thank you. And please also remember to sign in too. I know it's a long. Thank you to Vanessa for putting in the link in. It is kind of a wonky link. You could find me on Facebook, Victoria Chow. That's my name. Instagram, also Victoria Chow. Thank you. Hopefully I helped. I can't say I helped you suddenly become a leader, but hopefully I help you think a little more, help you bring a little closer to whatever decision should you not be in leadership, or maybe I may help you give food for thought, and maybe a little make your hopefully impact to make your leadership journey a little smoother, a little less bumpier. So Akash has a question. When did you realize you wanted to be in a leadership position? So I think I've always wanted to be in a leadership position. For my about me, I only put CKI stuff, but I'm actually studying to be a teacher. So I do want to teach and inspire people. A lot of my teachers, you spend 8 hours a day with your students, and that's like you spend more time with your students I spent more time seeing my teachers than my own parents, so they are very influential for me. So I've always wanted to be one, but I've always been really scared. Like I'm a real introvert. I'm a real scaredy cat, you guys. I get scared. I even got scared this morning. But that but that's when that it I've always wanted to be one, but when I did enter CKI, I had I had a mentor for the mentor mentee program, or maybe in other clubs it's called the little big program. But he was one of the people who really pushed me to take leadership opportunities. And honestly, he said, Victoria, apply. And I'm like, okay. But I think I think without the push, I would have been too scared. I think I needed that person. I needed the person to tell me, "Hey, you should do this," to actually take that step. Vanessa asks, "What made you take the first step?" Oh, so I think one of the what made me was, I think my mentor did tell me, "Hey, do this." He sent me the application. He says, "Apply." That's it. But maybe he said more. Maybe my memory's wonky, but that is what I remember. But I think a lot of people in my club, they were very motivating, and I'm like, and I think I was always scared, but so I am one of those people who uh who like who was always like, who set the application on the last day. I set the application for Punisher on the last day. It was the last hour too. But I think talking about it with a lot of people, a lot of my friends, um, it really pushed me and motivated me. Like I didn't want to regret. I didn't want to think about what if I did this, because I really admire a lot of the board officers, a lot of people who are leadership. They inspire me so much. So it's really amazing. And I think because I had so many people like I'm talking to, asking, and I'm asking them questions, they're like, go for it. You never know. I think that was what really snowballed and brought me into a lot of leadership opportunities that I've been in. And ooh. And they, uh so yeah, just to answer your question, and um I'm gonna just, yeah, hopefully, like, just hearing my story helped you. Um yeah, I'm repeating myself a lot, but I just want you guys to all do great, because I know you guys are gonna do great, but I want you guys to do so great. Yeah, so I think, yeah, I think we can just chill. I don't think you can hear the music, but oh yeah. Oh, actually, let me ask you guys. Are you guys actually? I'm saying what is, but are you guys actually in any leadership positions as well, or is there general members in the meeting? Let me see. Uh, no, Chia, you are not a general member, Mr. Presidente. uh, Hema is the service chair for Capital. Okay, service was actually a lot of people go into CKI going for the service. Like I would join CKI for service as well, but leadership ended up being, but with the path I'd taken, leadership ended up being my favorite tenant in the end. You come for a service, you stay for the fellowship, and then when you're a board officer, you learn to love leadership. So we have graphics media chair for UCR. That's so cool. I am okay. all the graphic media share, let me just say, you guys inspire me so much with your beautiful graphics and like your amazing dedication. Like graphics and media is not like it's not an easy position. Like it really takes a time and effort. So like I'll be watching out for UCR's graphics and media. Oh, I bet it's gonna look so good. Secretary for Deanza? Cool, nice. SFSU's club treasure. Ooh, we get to be CPs. Kayla, you're my CP counterpart. Hopefully we can work together. I don't know. Maybe we can talk more. Kiwanis family chair. Kiwanis family chair, also a very hard working position. Like, I think my friend, she was the K-Fam chair. A lot is like K-Fam chairs, they're really amazing. Public relations chair. Yeah, that one's really good too. I think my friend who did graphics was a public relations chair, but she was just like, yeah, public relations is very important, especially this past year. Tech chair. Ooh, tech chair for CSUF Fullerton. Oh yeah, make sure to sign in, guys. And hello, Douglas. Thank you for joining. Hello joining. Membership Relations and Development Chairs for UCSD San Diego. Nice. Membership Relationship and Development Chairs are a really important position. I remember my mentor was actually the Member Relationships and Development Chair. I think that's why he helped me motivate me to be a leader. But but also just because he did leadership a lot. But yeah, Membership Relations and Development Chairs, so vital for the club. So yeah, we're just who joined in again? I think it was Douglas, right? Yeah. So oh yeah, let me just tell you the next thing you would go to is probably the STC main room, because this session 4 is the last workshop of the day. So I should probably send the link. Yeah, that'd be good. Oh, let me pause the recording too. Pause recording. Stop.